Welcome to 2K Sports. What could be better than kicking back on a Sunday afternoon watching the NBA? With Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. Their last encounter in Orlando, where they were able to handle the Magic.
And most of the arena was totally against them. But they looked inward, trusted each other, and made good plays.
Well, you know, the cohesiveness was evident out there. These guys feel like they can win in any arena. And they proved it that game.
Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
Now here's Brooks. He's averaging about 6 points per game.
When he gets the opportunity, they are counting on Brooks to hit that shot.
Here's West. Gets to the corner and hits it.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And Allie LaForce spoke with J.B. Bickerstaff. Allie?
I asked him about Julius Randle and why he's so hard to stop. Coach said it's the ball handling, the spin moves, and the ability to finish against length. They want to try to force him right and take him out of his rhythm. Something many teams have tried, but few have accomplished. Guys?
Allie, thank you.
You know, a reliable veteran like Julius Randle is so valuable. He provides a foundation for everyone else to play off of because they know he'll be there to score and help out. He makes it easier for other players to succeed around him.
Well, after a decade of uncertainty, Magic fans now have a lot to cheer about.
This is the most optimism they've had around the team since the Dwight Howard era. And it centers around their young star, Paolo Banchero. He is going to be a force for a very long time.
Here's Orlando. Here's Barrett. And Ivy pulls it down.
Boy, not the kind of start they wanted. Only 1 for 4 so far.
Three-pointer, Brooks. Drops in the three. Brooks has got his second basket on the night.
Brooks not shy about firing away. I mean, it's important that he continues to make these jump shots he's taking.
Pass to West. Tries it from 19. Here's Ware. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Shot is good by Barrett.
Such a gutsy player. Barrett takes on challenging defenders in style and stays in control.
And here's Harris outside. Orlando with the rebound. First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's West. Checking his stats. He's scoring around 9.5 points per game. Over to the left wing. Uses the glass to finish the layup. West has gotten his second bucket of the game.
And you know, a tough, crafty scorer inside. West showing you he's not just an elite jump shooter.
Pass to Anthony. Knocks it down from distance.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Orlando leading. And here's Holiday. He's been productive, averaging just over 7 points a game. Count that one.
Holiday knows how to open things up out there. A high-quality facilitator.
Now here's Cunningham. Jacks up a three. That shot missing. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Randall left side. Out to the right wing. Clock at 6. The Magic need to put one up here. Oh, Brooks with the steal. To the middle. Here's Harris.
Tell you what, fellas, like seeing Harris be engaged from there. I mean, refusing to settle for the simple layup. Nice finish.
Holiday looking for an opening. Pass to West. Up and over Brooks. And another basket for Orlando.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Here's Anthony. Puts it up from 12. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
A mid-range master. Carmelo Anthony looks to attack from this area whenever he can.
And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And the Magic with possession. Pass to Banchero. Duren with the rebound.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
And it's Brooks missing. 19 seconds left now in the first quarter. Here's Ware. And he drew the blocking foul, so he'll go to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Duren. Orlando shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
Good on both. We've got 13 seconds left in the first quarter here. Cunningham with the ball. Anthony outside. Pass to Ivy. Here's the three. And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. Orlando ahead. They lead by 3. And we'll be back in just a minute.
The Magic 16.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
They've been in rhythm from the in-between area, just keeping things simple and taking what the D gives them.
They've also displayed a real unselfishness as a team, moving the basketball well, sharing the rock, and giving everybody a chance to participate in the offense.
Anthony misses. Pistons trail by 3. All right, Grant, I have to ask you, has there ever been a more intimidating team than the old bad boy Pistons?
Well, they weren't fancy, but they played hard and they played physical basketball. Every team that faced those Detroit teams knew they were in for a battle.
Good to see Anthony knocking down that 3. When he does this, the offense becomes even more potent.
O'Neal on the wing. Banchero the screen. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. Both teams deciding to change it up. Clark, he's a former 1-1 back in 2022. The league better watch out. Paolo Banchero is coming.
And he's coming with force, B.A. Loved him his 1 year in college. Loved his mobility, his strength, his savvy, and all of that on display as he's going to be one of the bright stars in the years ahead in the NBA. Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
The Pistons trailing. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Now here's Cunningham. Yet to see a basket. Down low. Here's Duren. And he makes it on the layup.
They're almost impossible to stop Duren inside. Wow. Just wow.
There's a screen. Here's West. Good work defensively by Brooks. And here's Ivey from the arc. He drops it from range. Ivey's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Inside. Here's Barrett. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
And I love the confidence from Barrett. He enjoys finding room inside and capitalizing.
And here are the Magic now. Following this game, they'll hit the road to challenge the Jazz at Delta Center in Utah. That'll be their second of 3 games total on this road trip.
Yeah, put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
This Magic team is making moves in the East. Star forward Paolo Banchero said, "We're a lot more competitive. We know we're talented. We can play with anybody, and we've proven it. Just one game at a time." Brian?
Got to take that simple approach. A team on the rise, Allie. Thank you. And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Well, Grant, you were an excellent defender in your day. So who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Well, there's so many great players, Michael, LeBron. But let's talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant. I mean, he really had no weaknesses. And even if you defended him perfectly, there's a good chance he can still make the shot.
Screen by O'Neal. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the three-pointer goes.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Beasley outside. Here's Harris. Leaps for it. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Harris. .125 left in the second quarter. Here's Randall. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. Yeah, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And Randall no good on that one.
And, you know, the impressive ascension of Randall has been a lot of fun to watch. I mean, he's a double-double threat who plays with relentless energy.
For 3, here's Harris. Here's Duren. And finally, they hit one. Duren's got his second basket of the game.
You've got to be aware of him at all times. He's a bully on the backboards.
Randall on the screen. Carter on the wing. Hey, from beyond the arc. The rebound by Detroit. Looking ahead, they've got the Warriors coming to town for their next game. It's game 3 of a trifecta at home. Outside Schroeder with the drive. Here's Duren. Out to Schroeder. Lets the 3 fly. Sinks the tray. Schroeder's got his first 3 points of the game.
This is where Schroeder has really improved over the year, hitting the 3 with some consistency.
And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. .29 seconds left in the first half of this game. Pass to Randall. Here's Holiday. He's watched by Cunningham. Here's Banchero. Oh, Williams with the block. And he gets it back. And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Cunningham. Pass to Ivy. The 3 is up. The shot off that time. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Orlando ahead, leading by just 2. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. We've got second half action for you. And if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Anthony outside for the lead. And Ivy gets a 3. Ivy's got 6.
Hot off the pass. Ivy has a shot up. No time to waste when you've got a pro-level defense coming at you.
And an intentional foul right there.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Pass to Randall. Ooh, solid defense from Anthony. And so Cunningham will bring it up for Detroit. It's a 1-point game. And it's 6-10. Jalen Duren is an incredible athlete for his size.
Yeah, he's got a lot of bounce, which helps him as a rim protector, rebounder, and lob threat. Plus, he's got quick feet, and he's able to guard smaller guys on the perimeter.
Anthony drills the baseline jumper. 12 points for him.
Yeah, what a feed from Ivy. These are the type of passes you love seeing from him.
Outside Holiday. Randall outside. Over Anthony. Off the left rim and out.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Ivy outside. Pass to Brooks. Back to Ivy. Now here's Anthony. 6 on the shot clock. Over Barrett. Out to Anthony. Beyond the arc. Brooks outside. And here's Cunningham. They get the rebound. Great positioning on the putback. And the Pistons lead by 5.
You have to put a body on Duren. He's quick, he's athletic, and he has that 7'5" wingspan.
Here's Holiday. And he converts the layup.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Detroit leading by 3. Anthony outside. Back to Cunningham. Brooks outside. Launches a 3. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. Brooks has got 9 points.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Pass to Ware. Randall outside. Here's the pick. There's the three. The shot by Holiday, no good. And here's Detroit. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. And so they foul intentionally.
First personal foul. Team second. Match.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Ivy outside. Tries a 10-footer. Anthony misses.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Cade Cunningham has really been improving from distance. He said early in his career he was playing a lot of minutes and stepping back to the NBA three-point line, he just didn't have enough legs in his shot. After his shin surgery, he redefined his form and strengthened his legs. Brian, he said it helped a lot.
That could be a silver lining of all that time off, Allen. It's rebounded by Banchero. Outside Holiday. Right wing. Here's West. 6 points for him. Pass to Banchero. Just 5 on the clock. Outside Holiday. The three. Duren with the rebound.
It's the fire he's playing with that has him leading the team in rebounds.
I tell you what, guys, nobody's been more physical in this game than he has. He has been a glass eater.
Back to Brooks. On the wing, Anthony. Blocked! Whoop, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Magic trail by 4. Here's West. And we've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter. Banchero outside. Oh, Williams with the block. Harris outside. Back to Cunningham. Brooks, right side. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
What was really impressive there, though, guys, was that he could have rushed it and...
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Magic trail by 6. Outside Holiday. To the paint. Stolen by Ivy. Three-pointer, Brooks. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Pistons.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end. Tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
Yeah, one thing I think they should continue doing is attacking the break. Because right now, this defense has no answer for them when they do this.
And the Pistons making a change here. They set a pick. Pass to Randall. Fires from deep. Duren with the rebound.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Here's Cunningham. Ooh, Cunningham making moves inside.
And getting up close and personal, Cunningham knows he can get his shot to go inside.
Here's Barrett. And that one is hammered home.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there.
We've seen those kinds of plays get them going in the past.
Pass to Banchero. And the whistle blows on a backcourt violation. Went over and back.
We've seen more than a few miscues from them tonight.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
Back to Cunningham. Here's Anthony. On the wing, Ivey. Launches it. Gets the three to fall. And the Pistons lead by 12.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Outside Holiday. The three is up. Hits the three-pointer.
Holiday recapturing the momentum. He's got his finger, actually, he's got his hands on the pulse of this game.
Anthony outside. Shot clock at 6. A little mid-range shot is up. Second shot opportunity. And yep, it's good.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Nails it from 3.
Yeah, you know, he's evolving his offense over time, Julius Randle, and I think the coaching staff is happy to see it. They like to see him take and make these shots.
Anthony outside. Pass to Ivey. On the wing, Brooks. Cunningham outside. And Anthony slams it in.
Carmelo Anthony imposing his will inside. Doesn't take any time. Rising up for the dunk.
To the inside. Here's Barrett. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Cunningham. And stolen by Holiday. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
There you see how tough Holiday is. He simply pressed and forced the issue there and got the defense to overcommit.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Grant, wouldn't be a bad idea here to slow it down.
Yeah, the coach is definitely looking for patience and execution.
Here's Anthony. And Anthony slams it in.
And for a younger guy, Cunningham's vision is impressive. He's always watching the floor.
And here's Banchero. Pass to Randle. Drops in the layup for 2.
Yeah, and anytime there's contact in there with Randle, he usually gets the best of it.
And so Cunningham will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Down low. Here's Brooks. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Physical play finds Dillon Brooks, but he also looks for it. He gives it and takes it.
He hits the first one, and that'll put him up by 9. Both teams will make substitutions. And here are the Magic now. Anthony with it. And Anthony picks him up defensively. Pass to Highsmith. Banchero outside. 6 to shoot. Back to Carter. From the line. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. 23 seconds left in the 4th. Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone